Hello there! Welcome to this year's first development guide, and as you have just seen, in the current build it is possible to win in Monaco, and probably earlier with Sauber and Bottas in the first season. In this video we're going to go over the car build, including slider placement and part strategy, as well as a couple of other factors that could have an effect on your team. If you would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe, as I will be making more guides in the future. Let us start off with the new comparison screen that has been added to this year's game. In this screen, you can see your car performance, and you can actually hover over the individual stats of your car and see which parts affect them the most, making it a little bit easier to understand how your car works and which parts to focus on in order to make it better. For this guide, we're going to be focusing on a pure cornering build, meaning we're going to be sacrificing top speed, airflow sensitivity, or dirty air, as well as DRS efficiency, as it seems less powerful this year, with the drivers being more aggressive with overtakes and corners. We're going to add a little bit of tire preservation through the suspension and a little bit of engine cooling through the side pods. Let us start off with the first moves and sliders. Since we are using the Sauber car, it is very comparable to the lowest tier car for created team, so you can use this for that as well. We start off with the underfloor and use all of our CFD, while we go full cornering for all three cornering stats. We also minimize airflow sensitivity and drag. Airflow sensitivity seems way less important this year, as cars seem to be following each other with ease. And we're also going to go ahead and minimize weight, as it is still a huge performance buff. For the suspension, we maximize low speed downforce, tire preservation, airflow front. We minimize the middle and high speed downforce, as well as drag reduction, and we keep the weight low. For the side pods, we maximize airflow middle, as well as engine cooling, while minimizing everything else. For our chassis, we maximize drag reduction as well as the airflow middle. We minimize everything else, and we also put an extra engineer on this project, as it takes longer to manufacture than the other pieces. Remember, we minimize the durability for a performance boost for all these parts. After our first round of underfloor, we designed a second one to get full advantage of the CFD boost. Next up, we use our CFD time on the front wing, focusing purely on low speed cornering by maximizing low speed downforce and front airflow, while minimizing everything else. Then as the suspension and side pods are finished, we do a design for the rear wing, maximizing drag reduction and medium speed downforce, while once again minimizing everything else. At this point you might have some money trouble, and if you do, running 3 projects or even 2 is fine. The last slot can be used for development of any part you want if you do have money, but there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of a break here. Once that first front wing is done, we're going to make another one identical with a little extra durability, 1 or 2 ticks, but another boost of stats. Lastly, we're going to use our final CFD on the rear wing, focusing on top speed and medium speed cornering again, while minimizing everything else. Once we have all of our parts from these projects, your car should look something like this come Monaco, and with the huge advantage we have with cornering, you should be able to snap up a win. Now, if we compare to Red Bull, we have caught up in cornering and are lacking top speed, DRS and acceleration compared to them, making us podium competitive. We'd like to end this by talking a little bit about car performance, which mentality seems to be based on. You might need to get top speed, DRS and air tolerance up to get better car performance rating to help with mentality, as it seems to be an average of the car performance stats, and even if we maximize the cornering, the car performance still seems to believe that we are a backmarker. Now, early on, your mentality is probably going to be pretty bad, and you can actually boost it going up into Monaco by building buildings. Every time you start a building project, everyone on your team gets a mentality boost, and this boost is temporary, but it stacks, meaning that if you build buildings like the helipad, the tour center, and the memorabilia room, who all build pretty quick and are fairly cheap, you can do a pretty strong boost of the mentality going towards, say, Monaco, making your drivers a lot better there when your car is kind of reaching its peak, meaning that you can probably snatch a win here with most teams if you applied this strategy. Now, this video probably feels a little bit rushed, and I might be going through things a little bit too quickly, and that is because I've tried something a little bit different. When I made guides last year, I recorded while explaining. Now I've tried to explain over the recordings afterwards. Now, I don't know which is best. This one is more concise, it is, faster to watch. I can push a lot of information into a very, very short frame, but it might just be too much at once. Let me know what you think. Do you want me to go back to the older style? Should I do a little bit of a combination of the two? Honestly, again, this feels rushed to me, almost to the point where I didn't want to upload it. But let me know what you think. Hope you still enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. I probably will go to making a little bit more where I kind of double explain things maybe, but we'll see. Thank you very much. Bye bye.